Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Meri at the Meri Atelier, and it is Tuesday morning, September the 24th. Welcome to my desk. Welcome to my desk. Today, I'm going to work on finishing up the prompt cards, the slow stitch prompt cards that we're doing in September for October. Next month, we'll do another set. I do have the prompts posted out on my community tab. I split it into two lists. One list is for art and slow stitch, and the other list is only for slow stitch. So if you're interested in seeing these prompts, hi Becky, hi Angie. If you're interested in seeing these prompts, you can certainly use them if you want. They were made up by the group of viewers who came into my chat a few sessions ago. So, yeah, they're available for use. So I have finished the first set, the first page. I'm doing 24 of them, and I'm going to today work on the second set. So, we're going to work on that this morning. I'm going to do a little art journaling, and I'm going to work on some slow stitch. I watched K3N at Cloth Tales yesterday. Here's Derwin. And she is doing a page this week in her slow stitch journal, and I'm following along every week. And the prompt that she is using is monochrome. And she used purple fabrics. She said you could use any color you want. So I decided to use the gold range. Yeah, you guys know my partiality to gold. Let me get set up over on my tablet so that I can welcome folks in. Do, 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 do. I didn't take a thumbnail this morning. We've got Angie here and Becky. Good morning, ladies. And I see four people out there. One of them's probably me, and the other one is probably up in the balcony. So welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. The first thing that I want to do is I have these fabric scraps. And I'm going to pick out any gold. I don't think I see much gold, but any gold, and the rest is going to go in my teddy bear. I don't see any gold. I use these fabric scraps for slow stitch, either for the meditation scrolls or when I'm doing a scrap piece. And these look like threads. These would have been nice for last week's prompt. Oh, I have a charm. Well, I see one kind of a goldy piece on here. Shall I save this one out? I'll save that one out. Everything else looks like it can go into my teddy bear. I put these in set. This is a nice piece. Somebody gifted this. It was either Annie V or Rosemary, or somebody gifted this. This is... I want to call it Quande stitching. Could be Cantha. I'm not sure. But I'm going to leave it in this pile. Let me reach over here and get my teddy bear. As you can see, my teddy bear is an animal cracker jar. I quit buying the jars because I have about 6 or 7 of them, plus the 2 I have in here. And I don't need a whole room full of teddy bear jars. So I just buy the sacks. I like animal crackers. I like to snack on them. And let's see if I can find any gold in here. Oh, well, there's a yellow range. We can use that. It has to be in the range, the hue range. And then I'll stuff everything back in here. I don't see much gold. There's another kind of a yellowish piece. She did a weaving, a strip weaving. I don't think I'll do that. I did that in her January, and it wasn't my favorite page. And I just stuffed these in. It doesn't have to be, for these, they don't have to be, because they're generally pretty small and squishy anyway. So we'll just stuff the teddy bear again here. This is nice to have, though, to keep all these scraps in. They do come in handy if you like to do a lot of slow stitch. Derwin, you don't go in there. He says, good, I don't want to be stuffed in there. We're going to keep this one out. And I think this is tissue paper, but I'm going to stuff it in. We'll keep those out. Alrighty. I think I pretty well have it. And then I have another one that has a lot of laces in it. Angie says, I will be glad when I can go back to crafting. Aunt Beck, I love your hats. Is one coming to me? Angie likes to tease like that because she doesn't give out her email address. So we can't send her anything. So she says, is one of those coming to me? Hi, Jacqueline. Good morning, Jacqueline. Welcome in. Let me set my chat filter up here. Top messages. Chat filter. All messages. Sylvia. Hi, Sylvia. Good morning, Sylvia. Sylvia says, good morning, everyone. I'm grateful to watch Meri live. You all start the day off the most positive way. Well, we try. We try. And there's Messy Palette. Hi, Messy Palette. Let's see. I think I will start with the fabrics. And what I'm going to do is show you the pieces that I chose. And I think I'm just going to do a very basic page. It might just be fabric stitched together and with stitches. But I went through my fabrics and I picked out now this is kind of a dark gold orangey thread. I got it at the thrift store. But I'll use that for my invisible basing or basting. So, and I got this in 2 sacks because. And then this one is kind of a fall piece. I think I'm going to put this in my art journal. And it's more brown. It's got a little gold on here, but I don't want to ruin that leaf. So that's going to go in my art journal. I'll put it over there. And then this is going to be the backing. And this is, and I'm looking for another piece, and I couldn't find it. So I guess it won't go on this one. That's kind of a dark goldish, pinkish gold. Rose gold, I guess you could say. Gold, and then this is more of a curtain material, and then I've got this knitting, and then this is a satin piece. It's really kind of, I like the feel of it. This came from Pearl's Indian friend. Pearl was helping her sell fabrics one time, and I bought that. So let's see. Let's put all this to the side. Sort of crunch it up over there. And I want to cut a 4x7 piece of my backing fabric here. Cut and or tear. Looks like I've already cut and or tore over here. Let's just finish tearing this off. So what have you all been up to? It's a new week. I was going to go to town yesterday, but I'm still kind of cleaning my phone off, organizing things, resetting passwords. So I was working on that this morning a little. And I thought I'd go this afternoon, but I'm not sure I'm going to be ready. Tomorrow is the online padding class in the afternoon. Thursday is the online design, and all of a sudden it's Friday again. All right, I don't like how crooked that is down there. This is kind of a thin piece, but by the time you layer it. All right, I want 4. I'm wondering if that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where are my scissors? I'm going to make it about a 7 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And cut a snippet right there. And we'll just rip this way. And I make it just about a 1/4 inch bigger because ripping and sometimes the fabric curls, and this doesn't as much. But all right, there's my backing piece. And all I'm going to do is arrange, and did I bring in my pins? I might have to snitch all of Penelope's pins. And she did weaving of strips. I'm not going to do that. I do have a couple strips here that I can use. This one and this one. And let's snip off the black. That I won't be using. So this will probably be my main piece. I got this at a quote store when I went to the dentist one day. And it looks like I've torn off of it. But it was on sale. I don't buy nice fabric unless it's on sale. Yeah, I was tearing the salvage off here. I don't need a big piece. Whoops. Well, I'll get a little bit of that. It'll be okay. I'll snip off. I'm going to tear on the fold here. And I won't be using all of this. This is actually much heavier than my backing. So yesterday went pretty fast for me. I've been saving stuff off of my phone. I need to reset passwords on my accounts, and I got to this one and I said, oh, if I reset this password, then I'll have to reset it in here. And so I didn't reset this password. All right, that'll go back in there. Oh, we'll just save a snip of this. Actually, I want the area where it's not black. So black. This is kind of a rosy gold. And it's that crinkly fabric. I don't know. Let's cut. I'll probably just use a little of this. I don't know if I can tear it. We'll try. Yeah, it tore. This, I think, was either a blouse or a skirt. I got it. The Goodwill bins that day I went. And this is obviously pearl fabric from Pearl. And it's more of a yellow than a gold, but it'll do. It'll do, pig. And I'm just folding it up. And then this is a kind of a crepe-like fabric. This would make a nice top. Just, it looks comfortable, but I've obviously have torn off of it before. So my spectrum is going to be yellows and golds, I think. I don't know how much of this I'll use. It's pretty wiggly fabric. It's wiggly. Yeah. And if I can even get it folded up back straight again here. Where's the folds? I might not have folded it straight in the first place. Doesn't look like I did. Hold on. I'm trying to get it halfway straight. And I'm sure I probably got this at the thrift store. And then I've got a piece of kind of like a wheat cotton. And this curtain. I don't need all of this. This is very sheer. Let's cut off the strip. Oh, is this gonna? Yeah, it will. I like to save these strips. I've got a whole package of ties. And we will save this piece right in here, because I just need a little bit. I don't need big pieces. One more snip. I don't know if that'll tear. Yeah, it did. It's enough. It's kind of a sheer. I think I'll tear it all the way down. I might like it. I like the idea that it's sheer. There. No, I don't need that. This is dollar store fabric. It's kind of a dark orangey gold. Looks like I've torn off of it too. So this should certainly be enough fabric for my page. And like I said, I think I'm just going to do rectangles or squares. I don't think I'm going to open this up. This is Hobby Lobby. I got this piece for $2.44. It was $4.07. It's 42 by 21 inches. Don't need that. Welcome in, folks that are coming in. I'm wishing you a happy Tuesday. And it's all rolled up. It doesn't, well, I guess it's folded. It doesn't feel like 42 inches. I suppose what they did was they called it 42 inches because this is doubled. Okay. It's 42-inch wide fabric, I guess, because it's doubled, but I just want a piece of it. I don't care. It's just I buy it for my art stuff. I'm not sure this was such a bargain though. I got it in the clearance bin, but I think I could do better at a thrift store, to tell you the truth, for the size of this. All right, Meri. And then I've got a little bit of this. Here's a little piece. That's left from another day. This is my, that's not my page. That's just a piece of white. I don't know if I'll use this. It's got glitter in it. Glittery Christmas stuff. I'll just snip off a piece. But it is sparkly gold. I don't even know if I'll use that. And then the satin, I do like the satin ribbon. So we'll take a fairly long piece of that. It feels nice. It's thick. It feels like it's almost double. I don't think it is double, but it's got a nice feel to it. So, let's keep all of these pieces out and take these pieces and put them back in the package, and I guess I'll have these separated by color. I think I have more gold fabric, but where is another story. I know I do. I didn't get back into my stash room. It's all blocked off with boxes. Let me put kind of double bag this because I got 2 bags. This one bag is crunchy. There we go. And then I'll just throw that out in the other room. Oh, well, that'll go with it. Now, did I drop my base piece here? I think I did. I felt something fall. No, what I felt fall was a bag. Well, maybe it's in there. I don't see it. I might have to cut me another base piece. Maybe I'll just make it out of this. There it is. 4 by 7. So all I want to do, I should bring me as a, I don't know if I'm going to have enough pens. Talk amongst yourself. I'm going to go grab some applique pens. They're just out here by my recliner. I see my big brother's up, messing around the kitchen. Now I have several pieces here, so they're not going to be that big. So this isn't going to take me a whole lot of time. I just kind of set them out here. I don't know if I'm going to use that. This is what I have. I like some of this because this is kind of transparent, and I'm liking that. I think what I'm going to do is stitch this onto this, and so it'll be kind of sturdy. So let's just tear. Here. I'm not going to stitch it this morning, of course. Not in front of you. I tatted another Christmas tree yesterday. I need to start tatting. Takes me about 3.5 hours to do one of those Christmas trees. Maybe as I do more, I'll get faster at it. I'm still having to follow the pattern pretty close. After you do several pieces of the same thing, you learn the pattern. All right, I think I'll snip this too. Snipped enough. So when I have a double layer of, this is just, both of them are just cotton. When I have a double layer, it's just easier to stitch on. It strengthens it. Looks like I still have a bit more. That's okay. And I don't mind stuff like the fold lines like this because it eventually gets covered up. And let's see what I have here. I've got this, my satin, yellow, it's stripy, a light yellow, the rose gold, and the goat gold. Let's just tear a piece here. And this is foldy, but like I said, by the time I get it on here and stitched, let's see, I could even cut along that fold. I don't need very big pieces. Fold there. You don't want to layer it too much. Now I hear my brother coughing. Now this is that crinkly. I might end up putting that on top. I don't like this with that, so let's go to this. Yeah. This looks like a salvaged in here. I think I'm gonna tear it on this. Fold's crooked, but we'll. I kind of like that. I want to leave a piece of this. And like I said, I like my diagonals. Let's put a diagonal in here. This has got a, oh, that's just the, okay. Well, let's do it like that. See, I don't need very much of any of these if I'm going to use them all. I don't have to use them all. Let's go like that. Now, fold these up as I use. Still have my satin. This is this. A strip. A strip. Okay. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing over here. These are pieces I haven't put on yet. This is what I'm thinking here. I might move that up to the tippy top. Like that. Got an arrow there. And then these are pieces I've already used. And I'm thinking at the very end, I'm going to put this on top because I like it. Oh, this crepey fabric. Oh, it does tear. Some of this fabric, I'm going, does this tear? About just like that. I don't know what I'm doing. Now that looks similar, but it's not. And then I have this darker gold that I was trying to stay away from with this. So let's, I don't like this up in here. Let's put this up here. This is a dark gold. I don't have to use it all. I don't know what my head is thinking here, but the idea is that it's monochrome, which means all in the same color range. And my range is yellows and do I need to tip my camera just a little? Hi, Dar. Let me stop and welcome folks in. Chat filter. Chat filter. All messages. Hold a sec. Put this up here. I want to get away from this orangey color. It's gold, but it's, well, it looks yellow to you. This looks like a bright yellow on my tablet. It is not. It's more of an orangey gold. This completely does not look like the color it is in my tablet. I don't know what it looks like to you, but it's not that yellow. Okay, Messy Palette says, just touch your ear every now and then for authenticity. Jacqueline says, Kel and Lori are having a craft vacation together. Yeah, they do that because they live pretty close together. Angie says she had to send the boys off to school. Angie says, when you are in a store and you talk to yourself, it's okay because people don't know if you're talking into an earpiece. So you don't look like a nut. This is me I'm talking about, Angie. You make me giggle. Lori is gathering for a yellow journal. She is? Oh, well, look at that. my page, my slow stitch page is going to be in the gold tones this week. Gold and yellows. I think my tablet shows all of this more yellow than it is. Like even this is more of a brownish color. It could be the brightness of my phone above. My camera has a pretty bright light. It might be picking up, but this is more orange than gold. I mean, than yellow. It looks completely yellow in my tablet. And this looks yellow, maybe a little bit darker. This is pretty true to here. Let's see. Dar says, are you in charge of the meeting? Possibly not. I can't even win an argument. What are we talking about? Becky says she's going to stitch on her pouch pod project today. And Beck, I hope you and Scott feel better soon. Becky says, I think Scott and I have a bug, as he was sick yesterday. Oh, Becky. Those bugs there in South Carolina. Becky says, hopefully it'll go away soon. Is he home today or did he go to work? Becky said, I'm just sitting here being as quiet as I can. I had another bad night with my stomach. Oh, Becky. Aw. Becky says, good morning to everyone. Jacqueline said, Mary, have you ever taken apart a shindy rug? I was tempted. Are you talking about those rugs that are kind of all, the strips are all rolled up and woven together? I was thinking about getting one of those. I'd never done that, but I was tempted. I think I know what you're talking about. They got a lot of strips in them. I was thinking about getting one, but every time I think about it when I'm in the store, I never find something I like. Jacqueline said she's happy to be here this morning. Angie asked, why do I rip the fabric? Oh, I think I kind of picked that up from K3N. I kind of like the torn edges on my fabrics, and I like the strings that come apart. It kind of is a distressed look. I like that, distressy look, rather than the nice neat cut. So you get it distressed when you tear it. Of course, I don't like the real long strings. I snip those off. I do like this diagonal here. I'm going to put this here. Let's see. They're saying good morning. Andrew says, Mary, that brown would make a cute bowl. I'm not sure which brown she's talking about. Oh, maybe. Well, this is the brownest brown I have. I'm going to put this in my fall journal. I think this came off of a panel. It was a fallish panel type thing. I snipped it all apart for another project. This is kind of a brownish. I think this looks more brown than it is. It looks, my tablet is showing all the colors much lighter than they really are. This is kind of a rosy gold. I don't think I'll use much of this. Just snip it off here. If I use any of it at all. Let's put the rest of it over here. This was the yellow I had up there. Now I could go with another strip down this way. So I got this piece too. This is kind of a golden wheat color. I can't layer it too much or my needle, so if I do any layering, it'll be smaller pieces. Put it that way. This and this are separate pieces. This, whoops, My camera, let me fix my camera. I think I'll zoom out just a little. How is that? Is that better? I don't know if I helped it any. Now I have the satin. Let's see. I have this piece. I don't know if I like it there. Let's lift this up. Move this over just a little. That on top of it. This is a really dark gold. It looks brown, but it's really a dark, dark gold. And I'm going to break it up with this yellow. And then I have this. Guess I want it going. Let's cut this. I don't want that big of a piece. That down there, I think. I don't like that color. I don't like this color. I wish you could see it. You're not seeing the true color. I think I'm liking it. I got this satin, though, that I'm really liking. I love the feel of it. This is a beautiful satin. It is, I think, doubled. Is it doubled? No. It's almost too wide. This yellow strip, just that tiny piece there. I think I'm going to put this here. Put this on top of it. I don't know how. If you layer too much, it's kind of hard to stitch through. My needles. Penelope, where's a needle? That's a big one. I left all my needles out in the other room because I wasn't going to stitch today. These are big needles. I let Penelope have the bigger needles, but the smaller needles she tends to eat. That's a pin. Well, Penelope, what are we going to do with you? I'm not sure I like this layout. Let's see if I can find some needles in this drawer here. Some quilt basting needles. I guess that'll work. I just want to test. I'm not going to stitch. I should probably put these in that little drawer. I only want one. Boy, These are pretty long needles for quilt basting. I guess because you gather, it's together. Let's see how they, this is pretty thick here. How they go in there. Well, it goes in pretty good. I'm going to give this one to Penelope because it's pretty, ouch. Penelope, you stuck my finger. What? Where was that pin? Right here. Right in there. Looks like a needle that she ate. Don't eat it. And this one, I'm going to see if I can't fit it into this little drawer over here. Now I really don't like this design. I kind of like putting that sheer over everything. The only piece I don't have on here now is this, and I don't think I'm going to put it on. So I'm liking this, I think, because I have pretty much, you know, I put on all these colors here. Do I want to put that whole big piece there? I kind of like that whole big piece there. You can see underneath of it. I don't know if I want to or not. Well, let's figure this out. I like this where I've layered the gold and the strip over the gold. So let's trim. Let's pin. What did I do with my applique pins? I brought them in here. I don't know. I want to leave that. Oh, maybe like this. I like that. The only thing is, how much of this do I want to cover? Or do I want to cover it at all? I could cover half of it. Maybe this is just too wide. Oh. That's certainly stacked fabric, isn't it? I kind of like it though, because you can see this yellow, that gold, that yellow, this print, this sheer. The only piece I'm not using is this netting piece, and I don't think I will. It's kind of a weird shape, and you're still not seeing it all. I'm having lots of trouble getting the full picture here. Now you're seeing most of it, because this yellow is the top piece and this striped is the bottom. I think I'll go ahead and pin it. I think I'm happy with it. Pretty happy with it. Just for a piece for my journal. Maybe I should pin it first before I snip. And then all I'm going to do is baste these pieces down, and I think all she did was running stitches, and that might be all I do. This will be a simple piece because I still have other pages to work on. And I found that when I pin, if I tuck that point in between these fabrics, it's not as apt to stick me. Now I'm not going to stitch on this, I'm just pinning it together. This is a little thick up in here. See, this sheer gives a sheet of gold, but it also you can kind of see the prints underneath of it. I like that. And I'm going to snip off all the ends when I get it pinned. I love this satin. Now I have other golds, but I think they're in my little stash room, and I didn't feel like going back in there yesterday. I've gotten kind of lazy. Maybe another pin in here. All right, let's turn it over and snip off all the ends. And I'll have little pieces to put in my teddy bear cookie jar. And it doesn't have to be perfect. This is just a piece for my stitch journal. I like to follow K3N. I like her prompts. But boy, she's kept me busy lately. Has that lady kept me busy? And a little teeny triangle. And then after I get this cut, I'll come out and look at chat again. Probably get this snipped off here. There we go. Oops, I need another pin. I kind of like that. It's got, it is strips here. It's got, but it breaks up with this triangle, and these diagonals underneath of this kind of break up my horizontal strips. Put another pin in here. So yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Let's put these pieces in my teddy bear. I'll take those pins back in the other room. And I think I'm going to stitch it with this kind of an orangey gold. It's kind of an orangey gold. Let me put these strips in the teddy bear in my hand. And we'll move on to something else here. Jar fell here. Stacks of teddy bear cookie jars there, 2 of them. All right. These will go out in the other room. So these will be my next project. These, of course, all those ties I put in the, we'll just put them in here. They'll go in with the other gold set, but I threw that on the floor to go out in the other room. And then these, I'll work on basting these down this morning. Let's move on. Mary, let me come out and look at chat. Penelope, and we're going to put this in my journal, maybe work on a couple journal pages. All right, let me refresh chat. Chat filter. Chat filter. Dar says, speaking of Z, Zandra is in Australia and she got to hold a koala bear. Aww. Aww. It looks like a Z, Angie says. Jen says, I like how you picked the matching colors. You know, I thought I had more gold out than I do, because I certainly have gold fabrics, but they must be all in my stash room, and I have discovered I don't have a whole lot of green fabric. Green is not one of my favorite colors. I like green, but it's just not one of my favorites, so I don't buy much of it. Dar said, that's understandable, Angie. It was traumatic for you. Did Joyce pop in? Angie says, geesh, I'm terrified of needles because when I was little, they bursted a vein in my arm and had to hold me down to get blood out of the other arm. So I don't like them. Dar says, yes, Beck, I go to my Walgreens. Yeah, well, I did get a shot at Walgreens, but I usually go to Walmart pharmacy. Get my flu shot. That's on the list of things to do. Becky says, Dar, I need to do that. I'll probably just go to the CVS. Yeah. Joyce popped in. Good morning, Joyce. Jacqueline's here. Messy Palette is here. Kel and Lori are having a craft vacation together. Oh, there's Anina. Hi, Anina. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, well, let's move on. Let's go ahead and put this in my journal. And maybe do some journal pages. These are left from the other day. Oh, I'm reaching for it. It's getting pretty thick. I can't put very many more thick things in here or it will be alligatoring. It's already starting to alligorate, an alligate. Let's put it on one of these pages. Let's put it over the bugs. And I guess the yes paste is the way to go. And I had a waxy paper out earlier today. I might have put it back in the barrel. Is that it? No. I kind of cleaned off my cart, at least half of it. And I have a lot of scrap papers over on it. And I took all those scrap papers and put them in a Goodwill bag. I need to take them out to my recliner and sort them out. Let's see, I think I'm going to do, I guess I'll just do this side first. This journal, when I made it just a little too tight in the spine here. I'm wondering if I can just bend it. That's better. So I'm going to put this on the bug side. Cover up my word bugs. I think I had that as a folder holding bugs when I was doing Rosemary's journal, nature journal. And we'll just put it right here. It'll make a nice fall page. A leaf. And my yes paste. And a paper towel. I used some of these old paper towels that I didn't throw away from a previous project. Might as well use them because I'm going to wipe off my palette knife here. Penelope, I'm going to put you over here on your pedestal. I feel like I need to zoom out again. I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm getting the right. Try to clean off of the, that's way too much. Clean off of the sides first. I think that's pretty good. And we'll just take this and put her right in there. Now I got a thread. That's pretty good. Now let's flip the page. And we're going to bring it up this way and down. We don't have too much. I might have to just either leave that or snip it. Although we could put something on here first. Get out my packet of ephemeras and see what I have to put on there. I like the idea of coffee. Well, something fell over here. I don't know what it was. I don't think I have anything to go with that, though. I like the word. Got these fall wreaths. Take this out, there'll be a mess on my desk. And we'll just pull them all out. Here. I like that. I'm going to try to glue stick some of this stuff down. I hate using my Yes paste too liberally, because it is pretty expensive. I use it on the fabric stuff because it holds it. And then we'll bring this up like that. I like that. Now I got a scrap in my paste. Put that in the trash. I need a little more. There we go. Now, I don't know if I want a fussy cut. I don't know. Maybe I'll do Dee Dee's trick and color those in the background. Bring it down a little. Oh, right about there. So, what do I have in here? I have this, but do I like it there? I need to get more stuff out, but I hate to get stuff out and just have it pile up on me, on my desk. Use what I have. I'm going through this bag looking for stuff. Ooh, maybe this flower. Okay, maybe over here. Somewhere on there. And my washi tapes. So I think I'm about ready to do a collage page of all these little scraps. Keep knocking stuff down. Ooh. Oh, I like her. Let's just dump this out. I'm crunching stuff up just to get in it. I think I cut those for clusters. Washi, washi. Washi, torn strips, fabric. This is that envelope that I tore open. Well, that would make a nice flap. Oh, I like it there. I just really want to use up stuff. That's my whole goal in doing this. Nothing on the back of that. Maybe it would be better to put those on this side. Cover up all the Jimmy John stuff. And let's do the mini attacher. I don't know why things insist on rolling right underneath my feet when they fall. Right underneath of my chair, I mean. I'm going to mini attach this. This has torn. And knocking stuff off on the floor. Off too, I don't know. Knocked the pin off. Pin's probably dry. I had the cap off of it. Junkie journal. That's what this is going to be, a junkie journal. Let's put that padlock here. Put it on this page. Does it go like that or like this? And I got this bee that looks like a butterfly. Scraps that I refuse to throw away. And my lace. Looking for my scissors. I buried them somehow. There they are. So ladder. I don't know about having all these little pieces for my legs. I guess it works. I'll hide him. I think that's a crab. I'm going to staple it on there. Kind of getting out of the fall theme there. I just want to use this stuff up. It's driving me nuts. There's this. Bunch of junk on this page, let me tell you. I'm just putting it down, not thinking too much about it. This is an example of not overthinking my work. I always get frustrated with people say, I don't want to overthink it. Well, today I'm not overthinking. I'm just smashing stuff in here. Not even sure that it's all going to stick down. That B would have gone better over here, but I'm not going to change it. Maybe I need some black in here. No. That's what's going to happen here. It's just kind of like, get it in there, use it up. You'll be happy with it in the end. Now, where's those scraps that were frustrating me? Little scraps. Stamps. I like it on an envelope page. We're going to make some clusters out of those little pieces. That would have looked nice over there. I don't know why I'm saving that. I'm going to toss it. I don't even like it. Laces. Oh, I like this bird. Key. It really could go over. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm thinking one of these. I don't like this. I think it's this flower that I don't like. Let's take that off. I like that much better. I don't get it too bulky. I like that there. Little pieces. So where's that put? For some reason, I like that. I was just messing with my... I'm just seeing what I have here. I just, you know, it's such a mess that I don't even know what I have. Those Crayolas. That's what I was looking for here. I'm going to make a bunch of clusters out of this little stuff. I'm going to save that out. Alrighty. Covered up my glue stick. Sometimes if I quit thinking about a page and go do something else, I get my focus back. I'm going to put this tissue down on this contents page. Of course, the wax paper flies around. Shall I put it that way? No. I liked it the way I had it. I'm just playing in my journal. I'm just playing. I just want to use up these pieces here. They're driving me nuts. Gotta use them up. Throw that piece away. This is the coffee cup here. Looks like it doesn't have coffee in it though. Looks like there's a plant growing out of it. Made a tag out of that, a closure out of that. Let's put this toile on there. Got some of that writing showing through. Maybe they're out there having coffee on the toile. The man and the woman taking a coffee break. So even though I have a lot of fall in this journal, it's more just a journal to use up my scraps. I just happen to have a lot of fallish items around. And so you may see pages like this that really aren't fall related. Let your imagination power your day. It was a man at a piano. One of my birds and butterflies. I don't know, I kind of like this. Where's that lady I was tossing around here? Here she is. And she looked good here. Cover up my butterflies. I have to do something on this page. I got this. Monday, do art. Tuesday, more art. Monday, do art. Tuesday, art stream. Wednesday, watch Becky. Thursday, art stream. Friday, art stream in the morning, art stream at night. Saturday, rest. Sunday, rest. What would happen if I'd staple? You know, I had, of course, now that I want it, I can't find it. I had a roll of masking tape. I knew it was here. Let's do some masking tape fun in here. It's on the under my feet. Scrap. Washi tape. Let's see, but we're going to staple this. Don't fall. Really, I could flip that. When I use this stapler, I think about what's her name at Southern Gal Designs? I want to color Tiffany. I don't know if that's her name or not. That's who I want to color, though. But anyway, she's Southern Gal Designs, and she does a lot of masking tape, staples, just quick stuff. And I tried to keep that lid separate. I try to keep it back on there when I'm not using it. And I think Monday, art day, art play. Tuesday, live stream. Wednesday, watch Becky. Watch Dee Dee and Becky. Watch Becky and Dee Dee. And Tat. I'm going to put Tat on Thursday. It's really on Wednesday. Of course, there's Tatting Design. Tuesday is Tatting too. My days are full. Friday is live stream. Sunday, I'm going to put pray. Pray. Up here, I'm going to put the Meri Atelier. Now, of course, this is just for, I mean, this is kind of what I do on those days. Saturday, I'm going to put shop. I really don't shop too much on Saturdays, but I got to get it in there. Maybe I'll put thrift. Because I like to go thrift shopping. Of course, there's more underneath here. I'll have to think about that. So, I think what I'm going to do here is get out these. At least one package. And let's go back to those wreaths that I was saying I would color. And let's bring out a brownish gray one maybe. Or we could even do a goldish color. Is it going to go on there? Not very well. That's a glossy paper. I'm surprised that's not going on there. Let's try the brown. Well, that's a little better. It's interesting that that does not go on this paper too well. It's a glossy paper out of a magazine. Of course, I don't have a good background here. That probably had a lot to do with it. Now these are watercolor sticks. These are Tim Holtz. And I do like them because when you get this wet, it will kind of watercolor out. Let's see if I can mix some bluish color here. See what this does for it. All right, a little bit more on there. Now let's take a brush and ooey gooey brush. It's got some paint on it. And my water squirter is this is a coated paper. Boy, you can sure tell it too. It resists the water. And you guys aren't seeing much. It turned it kind of a grayish color. I'm not sure I like it. I don't think much of it will stay on there, but it pushed it back a little. I guess that really wasn't the media to use on that. Let's put it back. I like these watercolor sticks, but that on the coated paper it does not work well. I do like these watercolor sticks a lot, and I think they're well worth the money because I've used them. Now this blue I've used quite a bit, but still it's not even down to the wrapper yet. Their longevity, and you get them on the right paper. I just kind of pushed that back a little. It still looks white to you. Could use something else on there. Where's my lady? I left her in another part, I think. I'm going to use as much as I can out of this bag because it's driving me crazy. All this stuff. It's driving me nuts. Let's pull this aside for a minute. It's gonna alligator for me if I'm not careful. It's already starting. Let's make some clusters. So all this stuff. Scooby-Doo. I'm not into Scooby-Doo. Oh, here, maybe this one. I guess that will be fine. Could do the leopard. See what I have in here that can be focal images. think I got this pack from Wendy. It's a graphic 45. Yeah, this could go in my journal. Die cut assortment Dreamland collection. I like the dark. I'll put that in my journal. Let's see what I have in here to put on those clusters. What time is it? 7:50. Sweet Dreams. What's that fabric? Need something dark. Happy Thoughts. Some of these are just cool on the back. Live Your Dreams. I almost like that over this. Well, I'm not satisfied with anything I see. Maybe that flower. There. We'll call that a cluster. I might put something more up there, a little ribbon or something. That's a banner. I like it better on the back. There, we're going to call that a cluster. Use up some of this stuff. I had some of those whiter pieces. What did I do with those? That's a contact paper, but I think I'm going to leave it. Now I'm going to put that in my journal. That really needs to go over a darker piece. sail away. Where's that Live Your Dreams piece? Oh, I kind of like that. Oh, it was two of them. That would go good here. I'm going to call this one. I kind of like that. So now I have two. This is a fairly large piece. I'm not so hepped on all the oranges, and I don't know, this doesn't appeal to me. I like it on this side much better. I might put that in my journal. And this, I think I'll dovetail this, if I can find my scissors. Go back to this. I like the dovetail, but I don't really like that color. But it was Tim Holtz watercolor paper, or wallpaper, I think. I cut it up in strips. I'm liking this. How about putting it on white, letting that be the back? These little pieces. Little teeny pieces. Let's do it this way. How do I have it? Like that. Dreaming of dreams. I don't know if glue will hold that down. Of course, now I got it on my fingers. And there's my paper towels. I kind of like that. Didn't like it on this side. And cut the black. Now, what do I want to put on it? Happy thoughts? Happy thoughts. It doesn't quite fit. I need a, throw these little pieces away. I'm looking for. I like that on there, but I think I like it like that. I'm going to staple it together. Call it done. Happy thoughts. And it comes up to a point here. So I've done this one, and this one, and this one. Let's keep going, see what I can get done here. These, I think I'm going to use, I'm going to put this with the clusters. It's more of a patriotic one. What did I do? What did I do with the others? Here, they're over here. You could use that for a background. Take this little sunglasses and book off. Leave that on there. As much as I'm going to get off of that. Let's cut. I don't think a glue stick is going to hold it. There's one of those little pieces. Kind of like the idea of putting this butterfly on this black. Kind of like it like that. Could put a pumpkin on it. Since it's kind of a junky one anyway. if I want to use that though. Do you have anything else black? Piece of fabric, but it's pretty thick. Now I was going to use that pumpkin. I don't like it with the text. I want something else. See, I get too picky. It is kind of Halloween-y. Do it just like that. Got all these scraps to make stuff out of. Clusters and stuff. That could go on a cluster. I'm liking this butterfly on this piece of scrap. Boy, that's vinyl. That doesn't tear very good on that side anyway. I was playing with my fine liner there, testing her out. Almost looks like a music note. I'll put it this way. What happened to my butterfly? He didn't stay on there. Must not have had him stapled in the right place. I have that tissue. I'm just in my world here. I want to welcome you in if you decided to pop in and say hello. I should probably come out and look at chat here in a minute. Kind of like it just like that. I've done that one. This one. This one. This one. Goes like that. And this one. This one. And this is one I had done 4th of July or something. Let me come out and look at chat. I want to use up all these little bits and pieces. They're just kind of driving me nuts. There's just no reason to keep. Of course, now the Dreamland stuff is really, but all this other stuff, there's no reason to keep all these little pieces around. Need to use them. I tore apart the Crayola one because I wanted the black. Kind of like it like that, though. Kind of like it just like that. I think I'll use it just like that. Got a wreath. This I think I'll throw away because it's thick. I could use it for couching, but we're going to use this stuff up. It's just driving me nuts. Piece of strip. I'm going to make clusters out of all of this. I was looking for these strips. I think I'll save that one and throw that one. She's going in my journal. All right, let me come out and look at chat. I was going to work on my prompt cards, but I don't think they're going to get done today. I could put all this away and get out and work a little in my prompt cards. Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe that's what I should do. Hold the phone. Hold your phone. Let me get this bag out again. I thought I had more than one baggie here. Oh, phone's ringing. Why they bothering us this early in the morning for? Go away. Put all this in here. Cluster busters. I'll work on this again another time. Telemarketers are out doing their junky stuff already in the morning. That's a little book charm. I can get a hold of all of this at once. Now I got all these little sacks that I dug out of that sack. These are going in my journal. I'll just put all of this in one sack, and I'll I'll get it out another day. I'm putting all of these with this because when I use it in my journal, I'm kind of sticking with that tone on that. And I didn't put any masking tape in there. I guess I didn't get all the scraps over here. Should probably start throwing them away. That one I want to keep. I'm going to work on my prompt cards, but let me put this stuff away and come out and look at chat. I might need that. Glue stick. Put this in the water. Alrighty. You mean you're going to throw some stuff away, Mary? So for clusters, here are the clusters I made this morning. This needs something more on it, I think, but, and this I'm just going to use that Crayola one like that. Just using up the stuff. Let's put them in here. I kind of like this one. I sort of like this one. I like them all. Use up your scraps. Now, I probably won't use them all in this journal. I have a great big old envelope of clusters. I got another envelope here that can be utilized. Alrighty then. So I kind of saved some stuff out that I want to put in this journal. I'll work on this again. But I'm happy what's going on in this journal. I do like what's happening, but I can't put too much more in. I'm thinking I'm going to tear some pages out. I could take this whole back signature out and use it in another journal. In fact, I think I will. I don't want it to get too fat. So we're going to remove this signature. And I got another signature floating around here that just needs to be in a journal. And this will make a nice back page. Get to that center one here. I bound it pretty good, didn't I? There we go. And I'll put something over that. And that gives me more room. It's still pretty thick. And I took out all of this. But I see my Nebraska junk jaunt. Where is he? I'm going to save this out. That's happening this Saturday. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. I'm going to go on Saturday. Alrighty. I didn't use my masking tape. That'll be for another day. This is what I want. Did I get all my sheets? Okay, let me come out and look at chat. I get in my own world so much. Hi, Cheryl. Bye, Angie. Cheryl, how many prompt decks have you made? Oh, not that many. I have over here on the rolling cart, or the turning cart, I think I have some that I haven't gotten out, that I don't have out. I've got 3 decks, 3 cigarette boxes on this card of prompts. On this. I've got this deck that I showed. I've got this deck, which is, haven't showed that one. That's bunny rabbits. Must have been around Easter when I did this. It looks like an Easter. And you know, they're general prompts like background color, stencil, peeps. This is Easter. Circle, sun, gold, eggs, wild card. So this is an Easter one. This one is more fall, I think. And I have another one. These are the ones I have right out by my desk. I think I have some that I did with Becky that that's what I have here. No, I got another one. I've got 4 out. Hold on, it's down below. So I've got 4 here. This one, these are look like fall. Trick or treat, swirls, dots and dashes, black feathers, eyes or eyes, crayon or Crayola-like, orange, circles. So this is fall. Most of these I've done with Becky, with her Dirty Dozens. I think that's where I get all this stuff. So here are 4 right here. And this obviously is a summer one. Well, it looks like fallish colors here. But the prompts are napkins, gesso, sprays, wild card, string, something shiny. Pretty run-of-the-mill prompts. But when you're doing them, you know, I thought this was probably a summery one because of the sunflowers, but so there are 4 right there. I know I have another one. I don't know what I did with it, but it's got a lady with a bicycle on it that I made with Jerry Bellini. So I know I have at least 5 of these cigarette style ones. This is a smaller cigarette box. He couldn't get his Marlboro 100s that he liked. I should put those all in a little box. I keep them out here on my, within reach. Now I gotta put them all back. Hold on. Ask a question. They get retracted here. Yeah. So, where am I going to put this fourth one because it was the one that fell down in there. Put it back down. It was the little one. I don't know if it'll fit back down in there. There we go. Okay. So I know I have at least 5. So just cut it out. You love the different themes? You have 1 cigarette box? Do you need some cigarette boxes? My brother just, all I have to do is in the back porch when he smokes, over time, he puts all those empty cigarettes boxes back in the carton. He buys them by the carton. Geez, it cost him almost $80 or something for a carton of cigarettes. I just go, wow. Just burn up your $80, but I don't know. I can't tell him at his age. He says that's his only enjoyment. What did that go off to? But so if I want a cigarette box, all I have to do is go out there and reach into the carton of empty cigarette boxes. Hi, Kathy Whitney. Good morning, good morning. Dara's here. Looks like Angie went back to bed. Cheryl, I keep a throw in my car, Angie said. Cheryl said, I froze yesterday in the hospital when I got the MRI done. Brr. And they took my hat off. Oh, no. Brr. Cheryl says, take a heavy sweater in those offices. They still have the AC on. Angie has to go to the doctor. I think she's gone. Mary, you're going to make a cluster and send it. Mary, going to make a cluster. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. I should make you a cluster. Kitty Jan is here. Angie, I hope you're feeling better. Thank you, Cheryl. She said, did we give Mary a thumbs up? Thank you, Cheryl. Dar says, be right back. Time for morning meds. Dar. Becky had to go. She says, have a great day, all. I have to run some errands. So it makes sense. It's 9:33 Eastern time. It makes sense to... I'm not going to have too much time to work on these prompts. Let's see. Did I miss saying hello to anybody? Kitty, Jen, Angie, Dar, Beck, Pam. Stitch It, Pam. If you're out there listening, good morning, Mina. Good morning, Mina, if you're listening. Leaf art. I came in at the right time. Well, I just had that one leaf of fabric there. Fabric leaf. Speaking of Zandra, is in Australia, so I'm caught up with chat. Welcome in, Kathy. So my prompts that we did the other night are all on these sheets, but we did 12 for the prompt cards themselves, and I've been working on those. And on this sheet, oh, that's some blue bling. I don't want to throw that away. On this sheet, I've got most of my prompts on here, and I'm really happy with how these came out. So I just have to cut these apart, and I'll probably watercolor or something on the back of them. You know what? Let's do those Tim Holtz watercolor sticks, because they'll work here on the they'll work on the watercolor paper a lot better than they did on that glossy paper. And I got all 3 packs of these when they first came out. I don't know if he's got any others. I'm thinking an orange, because that was one of the prompts. Was that one that I had here? No. We don't have a color. So I'm thinking an orange for fallish color. Let's do an orangey and, oh, that's more of a gold. Let's do the one next to it. kind of an orangey color. Let's do these one at a time, because then I get them don't get them mixed up. And what I like about these, I'm just going to scribble it on here, and then when I put that water on there, it all blends in really nice. And I don't want to get these too dark, because this is the back. I'm going to write prompts on it. So I'm just scribbling the color on, as you can see. Scribble, scribble. Maybe some yellow would look good on here. Let's go to the yellow. Now it doesn't look so great. Looks like a kid's part here, but just give it a minute. It's fun to be a kid again. Scribble on your page. They had all the fun when they were younger. When they were young. When you're young, you have all the fun. That's what I'm trying to say. All right. Put a little bit more in here. All right. I think that's good. Maybe I'll stop right there. Where's the lid? On the bottom of it. So I got these for like, I think they were 40% off. I don't think they were 50. I want to say 50, but I think they were 40% off when they first came out. All right, now I'm going to take some water and a brush, a wider brush this time. Let's see how doity it is. Yeah. Even if I get some darker color on there, it's not going to matter. And take and spritz this. And look at this. Just look at the color, the vibrancy of it. Now this is really wet. I might have got too much water on it. I mean, the color will take it, but I mean, it's awfully wet page here. Isn't that beautiful? I like these watercolor sticks, the Tim Holtz watercolor sticks. I think they're well worth it. All right, heat gun alert. As soon as I get it plugged in. I'm going to get it fairly dry, and then I'm just going to let it air dry because it's pretty wet. And the color is a little bit deeper than what you're seeing. I think the light on my camera above is awfully bright, and it shows things brighter than it really is. This is more of an orangey color than a yellow color. Well, there's yellow in there, but it's more orangey than what you're seeing. Let's take my towel and wipe off the desk here. So these, after this dries, I'm going to let it air dry. After it dries, probably, maybe Thursday morning, I'll cut it up and we'll write the prompts on it. But, now, last time I did the, what do I have on here for prompts? I have the background yellow. I have the cats. Let's do it in a different color here. Gold. So I got the black cat. I got the stripes. I got the acorns. Now I don't have to put sunflowers because my sunflowers are on the other one. What I haven't used is the crow stitch feet, the cheesecloth. I've done sashiko on the other one. I did the friendship bracelet on the other one. I haven't done the fabric paint. I did the quarter moon. I might put the quarter moon on this one too. So we've got room to play here. But what I did on this one, because this is so, I call it, it's too detailed. It's too in my face for my taste. Looks like I got a spot there. I scraped daffodil paint on this, and I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to do it now. And then I might come in with the crow stitch feet. So we might do that next. I need waxy paper because we're going to get messy. We're going to get messy. Be prepared. Let's work my desk. And why do you put water on your desk, Mary? Is that the way you clean it? No, I put water on my desk to hold my wax paper down. I learned that making pie crust. It's easier to roll it out. And this holds my pieces. My wax paper doesn't shift around while I'm working. And I need something to scrape with. I think I'll use one of these prompt cards to scrape paint with. And we're going to use this daffodil, but before I scrape it, I'm going to do this trick that Cat Hand does, because the paper's kind of warped, and she does it off of the edge of her desk, but this works for me with the ruler, and this kind of gets it back into shape, a little bit flatter to work on when it's warped like this. Kind of flattens it out a little. I always try to do it on the back if I have a decent back. There we go. So we're going to, I'm going to scrape daffodil paint on this, and that'll push everything back, but I have a towel, and then I bring my kitties back out again, and I don't know how much I'll get done on this. This is warping again here. It'll get real wet when I put my paint on it. Look, my paint bottle got squished there. And this looks like a disaster once I just pour paint on it. Like, what are you doing? But it all works out in the end. It stay in one spot for me. Now, before it dries, I take my towel and go rescue the kitties. Whoops, I dropped my paint. My water bottle. Let's go rescue the kitties. Might have to get that other. Come on, kitty. No hiding. Where you at? Is that a kitty? No, that's an acorn. Where's that kitty? Is that an acorn? I should have marked where my kitties were. No. Other kitties up in here. See, but that kind of pushes everything in the background. Take a towel. Lift it up a little. And I kind of like it because it just kind of pushes everything. I say it unites it. That might be a little bit of a stretching it, but. And I'll bring, the kitties will come out again. That acorn I don't like. I'm going to smear it back in a little more. Where's my... I thought it was a kitty. Okay, just so I know where they are. Now I'm going to dry this. Throw that towel away. Heat gun alert. Where's the kitty on this one? Did I hide him? Where's he at? He was hiding. But we bring him out again. I go back over him with my pen. Now, I don't think that I'll put cheesecloth on this because I want to keep these relatively... Now, would I unplug it? Now the paper's damp, but I can still work on it. It's not too bad. Well, my hands are all painted from... Now what I use are paint pens. I like those creative marker Sharpie paint pens. I do like them. My one black is getting... My smaller black is getting dry on me though. That's the whiter black. I bought some new whiter blacks, but I need a smaller one. And I'm gonna outline the head and kind of outline the kitty with the smaller one and go back in with the whiter one. Let's see if I can do that here. It's starting to dry up on me. All right, let's just outline them while I still have paint in my pen. And I'll come back and do the tail with the whiter one. And I do think I'll put the quarter moon, which really is a half moon, but they call it a quarter moon. This one's getting a little black face for now. I do think I'll put the moon on it again. For the stitching, I think I'll try to do the crow's feet prompt that Beth suggested. Put my hand in that paint, it's still wet. One more. Alrighty. Oops, forgot this guy. How could I forget you? Okay. Now, it'll be easier to take this wider pen and go back in and just fill it in. The prompt is black cat, so that's what we have here. We got some black kitties. In silhouette. And I'll have to work on these Thursday to finish this card up. I also want to work on my page that I pulled the prompts for. Let me get it out here. What slowed me up is that one of the prompts is velvet, and I have some velvet, but it's back in the other room. But I also remembered that I have this velvet ribbon. So this is a antique ribbon. I got it in when I lived in Wisconsin, but I think I bought it. I went down to Chicago area, or the suburb of Chicago area, when I went to a needlework shop with some friends. And this was out of an antique store, and you can see it's starting to get discolored. It's old. I would say it's probably 1800s. But I think I'll pull some of that off and use it on my page. And so these are more stitch prompts, except for the feathers. I'm going to use fabric buttons. I got to find my leather, embroidery, fabric paint. I'm thinking I'll paint on a base fabric, like we did with Becky, who did fabric painting, the velvet, and then I have a wild card. So I may take a stream and just work on this page, but I do want to get my prompt cards done here. So I've determined that when I work on these, when I do my pages from these prompt cards, I'm going to do one a month. So that one I just showed you, where I'm going to put the velvet ribbon, I'll call that for October. And then in October, I'll pull one for November. That's how I'm going to do. Here in September, I'm just getting things set up. And it's fun to do these prompt cards. I might do another deck next month. We'll see. I don't know. I do like doing the stitch prompts. Like, I was thinking that I could go in and this little kitty's tail is going to get cut off unless I put it up like that. It'd be fun to go in and the art journal, the stitch journal that I'm doing with K3N, to go in and look at some of the techniques on there and use those as prompts. Like this week was monochrome, and I'm doing all gold fabric, but I'm going to skip the kitty. How could I skip you? Now, the reason I'm redoing these kitties rather than doing the background first is because I followed the order of prompts, and my first prompt was, well, I did the yellow background page just to start out with. But my first prompt was black cat, so I drew them on there. And then you do the other prompts, and I want to bring the black kitties back out again because they're kind of the focus of this package. And I think I can get 24 cards. It might be a tight fit, but I think I can get 24 cards in this, in these cigarette boxes. If I can't, I'll do another cigarette box. What time is it? 9:02. This is Thursday. Pink Girlie's coming on. I've got to... Does she come on Thursdays? No, this is Tuesday. Kathy Berg and Colleen are on. I've got to stop. I don't want to cut into their time. I'll finish these on Thursday. This is where I'm quitting. Hi, Pink Girlie. What will you do with those paint circles? The sides of the ribbon are so yummy. What is she talking about? Paint circles, the sides of the ribbon. Yeah, the sides of the ribbon are yummy. Oh, the Paris circles. I think she was talking about this ribbon. I'm just keeping, it's a binding, I think, for the old, you know, when they did those beautiful old-fashioned visiting dresses and everything. I'm thinking this is probably 1800s fabric. I bought this and a couple other rolls. I didn't bring the other rolls home with me, but I brought this one home with me. And it's when I had money to spend. I probably paid, I don't know how much I paid, but I tell you, it wasn't thrift store stuff. Then I'm going to take a little piece off for my page. There's quite a bit in there. I use it mostly for display, Lori. I just don't want to use it up. I'm going to take the snip off. It's Tuesday, Mary. Yeah. It's Tuesday. Yeah, isn't that a great find? And, you know, I wasn't even thinking slow stitch then. I've got to get off because Kathy Berg and Colleen are on. I don't want to cut into their time. Jersey, hi, Jersey. Thanks for popping in, Jersey, and Lori and Kathy Whitney. All of you others that are Joni, Jacqueline, Kitty Jen. If I'm Brenda, hi, Brenda. It's good to see you. Who else am I missing here? Cheryl. I think I'm caught up. If I'm missing hello to you, thanks for spending a little bit of your Tuesday morning with me. And I'll work on these Thursday. We'll get them done eventually. So I played in my journal and I put together fabric stripes this morning. Let's see. I want to use that fabric stripe. Where did I put it? Hold on. I want to use it as my thumbnail. Hold on. Let me. Well, maybe I'll have to do that after the fact. I got to sign off. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.